This is it. This is the last one. Hello everybody, my name is Kevin and welcome back to another video where today I'm talking about album number 8 from the Chemical Brothers, Born in the Echoes. It's my last Chemical Brothers review, as I've already covered No Geography back in April when it came out. So yeah, this album came out in 2015. Back then, pop music was the big thing. Like, everyone was making songs, and we had these really weird producers like David Guetta and Calvin Harris and everyone else that just 256 by basically just dislikes, though he doesn't dislike Calvin Harris all that much since in his opinion he has been dropping some pretty good singles lately. Anyway, so this album, as I said, it came out in 2015, and back then, nothing really happened with the Chemical Brothers. In 2011, they released their Hana soundtrack, and then in 2012, they released a live film called Don't Think. And then they just basically almost went quiet. They just went quiet for like 3 years, and then Sometimes I Feel So Deserted came out, and then Go, and then Under Neon Lights, and then this album. And forgot to mention that I'm making this video on the 17th of July, 2019, which is accidentally on the fourth anniversary of this album. So I didn't even know that I was going to record this video on the fourth anniversary of this album. But anyway, so Born in the Echoes is an album that shows that even in 2015, the Chemical Brothers can still make really good music. And while there are a few tracks that don't do much for me, there are a bunch of standouts in these 11 tracks. So yeah, let's go down track by track. The first track is Sometimes I Feel So Deserted, which has like a big like intro, and then like the build-ups are really big. The payoffs aren't great, but they're pretty cool. And the recorded vocals of Daniel Pierce singing, re-recording like a a sample of some kind of song from 1997. I have no idea what it is, but this track is pretty cool. And then there's Go featuring Q-Tip. So this track, I don't know if I like this track more than Galvanized, which also features Q-Tip on it, but this track, Go, is absolutely amazing. And yes, I'm talking about the full 4-minute version, not the like radio edit or something, which is like 3 minutes and 40 seconds. The album version, which is 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah, 420 joke, yeah. Yeah, this track is just amazing. It's a big banger that I absolutely really like. And if I ever hear this, I just basically dance to it. And then there's Under Neon Lights featuring St. Vincent, or Annie Clark as credited in the album's liner notes. Yeah, this track is pretty cool as well. I like St. Vincent's vocals on here, and it's just so catchy. Like the synth melody in the background, and like I don't know if St. Vincent's even like really singing. She's kind of like rapping slash I don't know rambling or something. I have no idea. And I do like the percussion in this track, which is like near the ending. And yeah, this whole track is pretty cool. And then there's EML Ritual, which is kind of weird. It features the vocals of Ali Love again. As you know, he appeared on Do It Again, and on here he sounds kind of weird. And then the first build up of this song is really big, but it doesn't really pay off. And then after the second build up, which is way shorter, it sounds like it didn't pay off once again, but then unexpectedly it does pay off. And yeah, this track is pretty cool. And then there's I'll See You There, one of my least favorites on here. It's got this like psychedelic feel to it. Has like a prodigy type beat, but less intense. And it's kind of weird. It's alright, I guess, but you know, it's not one of the greatest things. And then there's Just Bang. When I first started this track, I just kept a permanent smile on my face through the entire track because it was so hilarious. Like all the drums and percussions and everything, they live up to the title of the song, Just Bang. And also this really deep voice that says "Let's bang" over and over. It just makes the track even more hilarious, and I just love it. And then there's Reflection, which is like kind of a bassier track. Probably I think it's it's the longest track on here at over 6 minutes. And it's kind of a bassy track. You know, I don't really have much to say about it other than it's pretty fun. And then there's Taste of Honey, which isn't even like 3 minutes long, and it sounds so strange. It's like one of those Beth Orton collaborations from like it sounds kind of like the state we're in from Come With Us mixed with something from Further or Push the Button. I have no idea. So yeah, this track is pretty weird. The vocals are pretty weird. The vocalists are Stephanie Dawson and and another singer whom I can't say the name. Apparently, she or he was in the X Factor in 2005 or something. I have no idea, but yeah, this track is pretty weird. And then there's the title track, which is more fast paced, also not really long, only like almost not even 3.5 minutes long. Um, yeah, this track is more fast paced, but I really like this track. It features the vocals of Kate LeBon. And yeah, this is kind of like Believe in that it's fast paced, but it's a lot more fast paced than that track. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then there's Radiate. This track is like Pioneer Skies from Come With Us, but it's a bit weirder and even louder because it has these like weird synths that go everywhere, like the samples or whatever they sound like, or the like the vocoders they say the title over and over. They sound like they're coming from like a coming from something like Kraftwerk's Radioactivity again, and this track just has weird, loud, blaring synths, but the ending is pretty cool with the violin and the saxophones, and it's alright. But seriously, it's my least favorite on here. I don't know if it's worse than Pioneer Skies, but it's definitely my least favorite on here. Thankfully, the album doesn't close out with that, and instead closes out with Wide Open featuring Beck. Beck's vocals are pretty cool, and this track is pretty catchy, and it's more like a chill out ending or something. I mean, you could still dance to it, but whatever. So and yeah, before No Geography dropped, this was for most of the Chemical shows. This was their closer. So yeah, I guess that's it. Or not really, actually. There's actually on the deluxe edition of this album, there's 4 bonus tracks. There's 2 original tracks. Let Us Build a City, which is more of a fast-paced track, kind of sounds like something which is like from the late '90s. And Woha, it sounds pretty cool. It's like a more bassy track. And it also features extended mixes of Go and Reflection, but I didn't really listen to those. I probably will. Anyway, so I guess that's it. Overall on this album, it was pretty cool, I guess. I really liked it. Yeah, it's an amazing album. And don't really have much to say about it. This is my last Chemical Brothers review, and overall on this album, I'm feeling an 8.7 out of 10. I've listed my favorites in the description, and my least favorite is Radiate. But of course, that's just my opinion. You can feel free to disagree with it. If you have any opinions, you can leave them in the comments below. And I guess that's it. I don't know what I'll see you, but we'll see about that. So, see you next time.